So now this is a section of pons which you have drawn. Considering the shape, you know it's a lower section or the caudal section of pons. This is abducens nerve. The lesion is happening here. So you can see that the basilar part is affected and it's quite close to the midline. It's probably a median zone lesion. That means it's either branch of basilar artery or the early branches of pontine artery which are affected. What will the patient come with? Look at it carefully and come up with your answer now. You can see corticospinal, corticobulbar, corticopontine tracts affected. You can see abducens nerve affected. What symptoms will the patient come with? Okay. The tracts damaged are corticospinal, abducens nerve. So, when corticospinal tract is affected, these tracts are descending down, crossing at the level of motor decussation in medulla oblongata and descending down on the opposite side. So, symptoms you will see will be contralateral hemiplegia. Opposite side of the body is showing weakness or paralysis, right? So, contralateral hemiplegia. But has the abducens nerve crossed? No. So, the abducens nerve lesion will be on the same side. So, LR6, lateral rectus, is supplied by the 6th cranial nerve. So, the lateral rectus is affected. If lateral rectus is paralyzed, medial rectus will overact. So, you will have a patient whose eye on that side is medially rotated and the body on the opposite side is paralyzed. Okay, so this is called as alternating abducent hemiplegia. So, alternating abducent of one side, hemiplegia or corticospinal tract of the opposite side, alternating abducent hemiplegia. So, if you're liking my lectures, do like and subscribe to my channel. Is the lesion above the motor crossing or below? Is a question you should ask yourself. In this case, obviously above the lesion. Okay. Therefore, you will see the corticospinal tract lesion of the opposite side. Is the type of paralysis upper motor neuron or lower motor neuron? Explain why. Why do you say so? So now see, we've done this many times, but I'm going to do it with you again. Okay. So here is your neuron in the cortex. It's descending downwards as corticospinal tract, relaying, crossing over and relaying in the lower motor neuron at the level of spinal cord. Right? So this entire neuron is an upper motor neuron. This one at the level of spinal cord is your lower motor neuron along with all the cranial nerve nuclei. All these are lower motor neurons. Now understand that this is our lesion. Who is cut? Upper motor neuron is cut. Therefore, what is the lesion? It's an upper motor neuron lesion. It's very straightforward. Okay. So, the lesion of corticospinal tract is an upper motor neuron lesion. However, so what symptoms will you see? Pyramidal tracts, corticospinal tract of the opposite side is affected. Loss of ability to perform fine skilled movements, Babinski sign positive, superficial abdominal reflexes absent and cremasteric reflexes absent. Usually I like to remember a few things and move forward with it instead of remembering too many and then forgetting all of them. Remember a few and move forward initially. Okay, so this is what you will see in the patient. Loss of ability to perform fine movements, Babinski sign positive, cremasteric reflex absent and superficial abdominal reflexes absent. Now let's talk about LMN lesion. So what is affected? This is your upper motor neuron. These are your lower motor neurons. Now the lesion is here. The lower motor neuron lesion, this is your 6th cranial nerve affected. Therefore, the lesion is a lower motor neuron lesion for the abducens nerve. This is your answer to what we have been discussing. The lesion is above the motor crossing. Therefore, you will see contralateral hemiplegia. But at the level of the lesion itself, you will see ipsilateral abducens nerve lesion. Patient will come with a medially rotated eyeball. Patient has a medial squint. The Hemiplegia is upper motor neuron type of lesion. The abducent nerve lesion is a lower motor neuron type of lesion. This is the answer to the question I had put up when we began discussion of Riemann syndrome. Alternating abducent hemiplegia. So if you're liking my lectures, do like and subscribe to my channel.